Hi, my name is Boris, and in this video I'm going to show you my top 8 absolutely free VST synthesizers. You can combine these with your stock plugins and you'll really have a wide selection of free synths. But before we get into the selection, make sure to check out our list of plugins on our website. Here it is. It's got a bunch of categories, so you can easily browse through them. For every category we've included as many alternatives as we could have, so there's a lot to choose from. And narrowing down from all of these to only an 8 wasn't easy, but I tried to showcase synths of all types, starting from digital wavetable synths, going through analog emulations of classic synths, up to romplers and modular racks. Okay, so let's dive right in. The first plugin is called Surge. It features a lot of synthesis techniques. It's probably one of the most powerful of all free synthesizers. It's got a great selection of filters, flexible modulation engine, a lot of effects and routing options over here, as well as some modern features like MPE and microtuning. It's a digital synth with wavetable oscillators, but it's also got analog features like analog style filters. It's quite complex when you look at it for the first time, but it's got a lot of creative potential as well as a great set of presets. So over 2000 factory presets over here. Let me quickly demonstrate some of the patches over here. As you can hear, the patches sound really great. Make sure to check out at least this section over here where you can easily manipulate the sound of any patch. So you can choose the character of the sound from neutral to warm and to bright. And this affects the higher frequencies, how many of those are present. It's a subtle change that is going to be really useful for designing some of the warmer, more analog type sounds. Surge also has a really cool LFO. You can really design some crazy LFOs over here, just like in X4 Serum, but this one has even more functionality when it comes to LFOs. Okay, plugin number 2 is called Helm. It's developed by a guy called Tyrell. After Surge, this could look way simpler. That's because it's a digital subtractive synth with some simple features, but it's really great. It's very visual, so it's easy to program, very pleasing visually, but also you can see all the modulations with live visual feedback. Over here you can see the LFOs and how the envelopes evolve over time. Some of the features include 32 voice polyphony, dual oscillators with cross modulation and 15 unison voices, 12 different waveforms over here, and an LFO, a step sequencer, arpeggiator and some effects. There's 274 factory presets. I'm going to play some of them. This synth really can go from very soft, soothing sounds to very aggressive basses. And it's really simple and very fun to program. Okay, so the next plugin is also developed by Tyrell. It's a spectral warping wavetable synth, very resemblant of Serum, and it's also very similar to Massive, but it's very visual, just like Serum. And it has really great modulation possibilities with these flexible LFOs and envelopes. You can see some of the LFOs over here. Similarly, like in Surge, these can be to fit your needs. It's got all the modern functionalities like MPE and microtuning, but it requires a little bit more CPU power than the previous synths. It's a free synth, but there are some subscription options for more functions and more presets. The free version comes with 75 factory presets. Let me play some of them. As you can hear, the patches get really complex or they can be simple. There's a lot of possibilities with Vital. Okay, it's time to move on to analog emulations. The first one is called Tyrell N6 from Yuhi. It's a virtual analog synth based on the classic Roland Juno 60. It's very simple and extremely good sounding. It's one of my favorites, to be honest. Like the Juno 60, it includes a great chorus section over here. It has up to 8 voices of polyphony, which can also play in unison, so you can create these really large basses. It has a little bit confusing default skin because this little sign over here means a saw wave instead of a triangle wave. And over here the same sign stands for a sine wave. So what I do is I switch to another preset. This one looks way cleaner for me and it's free. You can get it from the Yuhi website. I'm going to link it in the description. And over here you've got the saw wave as it is, and also here no confusing signs. There are also other completely free synths from Yuhi, like the Podolsky synth, so it's a one oscillator analog synth, and there's also Zebralet, a one oscillator wavetable type synth. This one includes over 580 factory presets. It sounds really great, so let me show you some of them. With the polyphony, as I said, you can go up to 8 voices. You can use this detune knob as well as this chorus with an ensemble option, and this is what it sounds like. So it can become really huge with just a few clicks, and it sounds really warm.
Just a quick break before we go back to the tutorial. If you find these type of videos helpful, we can highly recommend the PML Academy with over 35 full-length online courses, spreading over topics like writing chords and melodies or arranging your songs to producing entire songs from start to finish. So check out the link in the description to see what's inside the all courses bundle exactly.
Okay, so the next synth is called Surrealistic MG1. This one is developed by Cherry Audio. It's an analog modeling synth, a recreation of the Moog Realistic MG1 synthesizer, which was sold exclusively in Radio Shack stores in the 80s. So it's quite a niche thing, but it's got a great fat Moog style analog tone. A polyphonic oscillator section, so you're not stuck with monophonic sounds, as well as other basic modern functions which were not present in the hardware. It's got a very simple interface, very easy for sound creation. It's great for basses with these tone sources which are monophonic, but it also can make all kinds of sounds. You can make pads with this poly section as well. It doesn't feature any effects, so you can pair it with some stock or third-party plugins. For instance, I'm probably going to use this Valhalla Shimmer over here, and let's hear what it sounds like. First, I'm going to play some of the dry presets. You can really hear the characteristic resonance, the Moog filter, which is the most important element over here. Let's play some of the poly sounds. The envelope adjustment is really easy over here. You've just got the rise time and the fall time. And with effects it just sounds absolutely great. Okay, so we've got the Moog covered. Now it's time to move on to a polysynth, and it's the Oberheim OBX. And we've got an emulation called OBXD. It's developed by Disco DSP and it's based on the original Oberheim. It attempts to recreate its sound and behavior. It has modern improvements which the original did not have, but it was designed to sound as good and as rich as the original. And one of the things they did here is included micro-random detuning, which is part of the original hardware sound. It doesn't feature any effects. Once again, you can pair it with some either stock plugins or some third-party plugins. For this demonstration, I'm probably going to be using the multiply effect. This is a free chorus effect, and it really suits this plugin. For now, I'm going to disable it. Let's play some of the patches over here. It's got a really wide selection of presets, over 1500 factory presets, and these are all sorted into banks over here. So you can just select your bank, and then you've got all your presets over here, or in Ableton you've got the list of the presets in the bank over here. If you double click it, you can go through the presets with the up and down arrows. Let's hear what we've got. I really like how it sounds with the multiply chorus effect. And this synth has up to 32 voices. So even though this is an emulation of a really old synth, it sounds really powerful if you crank the unison. Okay, so a set of synthesizers wouldn't be complete without a Rompler. This one, called Nils K1v, is a Rompler that emulates the Kawai K1, which is a classic Japanese synth from 1988. It was an entry-level and low-fidelity synthesizer, but its patches are still very useful. It's great for simple sounds. Some of them are synthesized, some are sampled, or there's also multi-patches, so there's combined sound sources. It's got a source balance control over here, which you can use to control the timbre of all sounds, and it includes 968 single presets and 384 multi-presets. It's got all the ROM cards that were developed for this synthesizer, and you can easily browse through them. You can search. So let's search for strings. Playing it is really easy, it's really straightforward, really fun. And it's best to play it with a MIDI keyboard because it responds great to velocity. Okay, let's see what we have. You can flick through the pages over here. Let's maybe search for an orchestral patch. As I said, some patches sound old school, but some absolutely can be used in modern genres. And the last synth for today is called Voltage Modular. This is a modular rack by Cherry Audio, and the free version of it consists of over 20 modules, which you can patch together in any way you wish. It's quite complex, of course, as with modular synthesis, but if you're into modular, it's a great VST option. You've also got the VCV rack, but for now it's available only as a standalone program. And this one includes 176 presets, and I'm going to demonstrate some of them. This one is called Detune Bass. It sounds really, really fat. With some patches you've got handy controls over here. So as you can hear, the oscillators and the filters just sound absolutely amazing. Let's hear what we've got. So that's it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you found something useful from my picks. Head over to our blog for many more free VST synths. This is just the beginning. We also have a video on the top 10 free VST effects on our channel. Check it out. If you're interested in Ableton courses, feel free to check out beginners content on our website. If you liked this video, hit the like button, make us know in the comments if you'd like to see more videos like this. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I am going to see you in the next videos.